Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and today I'm gonna talk about some stuff. This is a commentary video, and today we're playing BedWars again. And already we have somebody that's calling me a whitey. This is gonna be fun. And today, my topic's a little funny, actually. As you can see by the title, half of the stuff I get is from the side of the road. Now, I'm not saying I'm poor. I am not poor. But I have a very smart dad. So here's the story. So I'm gonna go back like maybe a year. We just leave for college. I'm looking for, I already found a dorm, or an apartment, excuse me. I found an apartment with 3 roommates, and I'm just setting up at the new place. And I was planning to buy a bed from Etsy because this place wasn't furnished. Wow, that guy actually killed me. So I went to Etsy and ordered this bed. It cost me like $400. They build them like, and you order them individually. So then I get to the apartment and we go outside. The bed hasn't been ordered yet. So then me and my dad go outside. Of course, he's there with me, helping me set up. He drove me there. It's like 5 hours away. Oh my god. Knock back why you do this. And outside, I had to throw out some stuff. So we went to the dumpsters. And right in front of the dumpster, we see a fully functioning and pretty nice metal futon. It had just been put out there. Oh, this is a ripped bed if I don't do something really quickly. And this metal futon was really nice quality. I would say that it would be valued at least the price of the one from Etsy. Get out of here, dude. I am absolutely getting wrecked by this guy. Is not good. But yeah, so we bring the futon in, install it, put my mattress on it, and we're good to go. And I just saved like $400 by not having to buy a futon. That was the worst decision this guy's made. Oh my god, that hit. And it was a final kill. Goodbye. Oh, that's wonderful. So glad I don't have to deal with that guy again. But anyway, yeah. So that futon I used for a full year in my apartment. And as a bed. And it's a bit bigger than the actual mattress that I put on it. So I ended up taking a piece of cardboard and like putting it on the the flat part that overhangs. Since the mattress is too small, there's like this section of the futon that's just kind of sitting there without a mattress. I cut out a piece of cardboard and like put it on top of that and made a shelf out of it. So I had like a shelf right next to my bed to put my phone and stuff overnight. It was pretty sweet. So yeah, that's one story. I mean, this is something my dad does all the time. He either has some crazy luck or he's just got a good eye for this stuff. But he finds stuff on the side of the road like every single time we go on the road. So like, one example that was really funny, we wanted to have a basketball hoop for our pool. So we had like one of those above ground pools and it was pretty big, like, you know, average pool size. We wanted to have some fun while we're there. So he's like we were thinking about getting one of those and we're just driving by. We just got some food or something. And on the side of the road, we see a basketball hoop, except it's like one of those toy ones that usually go on land. It's like one of those, for like little kids, but it's like I think it was Fisher Price, like the plastic, but it was big enough that he took it, brought it home, washed it, and then put an actual net on it, and then took some more plastic and hung it over the pool, and now we have a basketball hoop at the pool. So he does not spend any money on the stuff like that he gets. So he has all these nice things in life that he just finds on the side of the road. And the most recent example is actually really funny because this happened like just over a week and a half ago. So we were moving out of the same apartment that we found the futon at because I spent a year there and now I'm going home I went home for summer break and I had different housing arrangements for next semester, so I left. But on the way out, we really needed me to have a desk because my desk at home, I brought it to the apartment. It was just too big. We couldn't actually fit it with the rest of the stuff to come home. So we had to leave it behind in storage all the way in Rochester, which is where I have all this stored. So I needed to get a desk. And then, as we're packing up, driving like to the storage unit and back, one way we went, for some reason we went around the back way. It was a mistake on my dad's part, funny enough. There was a front entrance and a back entrance to the development. We took the back entrance, and we drive up, and my dad just straight up says, "That's your desk." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yep, that's your desk. Get out of the car. We're putting this in the back." And I'm like, "But we have so much stuff to load." And he's like, "Nope, that's your desk." And I get out of the car, and I see this huge metal table. Oh my god. No, I just lost so much crap. I get out of the car, and I look, and there's a perfectly good metal table that has a nice, it's hard to describe the finish on it. It's like that fake plasticky, like, that you see in science rooms sort of finish. But yeah, it was a really sturdy table. It must have just been put out there. It was super clean. There was, like, no rust on it or anything. So we picked it up and brought it. And it had a chair as well. There was a matching chair to go with it. Like one of those office swivelly chairs. So then we turn it over and we're putting it in the car, and I'm like, oh my god, that desk has my name written on it. Literally, there was a homemade sticker on the underside of this desk, and it says Brandon, literally written on it. And like, you know the term where it's like, oh, this has me written all over it. This literally had me written all over it. Like, I cannot imagine the luck that had been summoned forth from my dad. Like, picking this thing up off the side of the road is ridiculous. And this happens all the time. This is, like, I was surprised, but, like, of course this is what happens to my dad. Are you just gonna go to my base? Please try to go to my base. Ooh, he's gonna try to fight that guy? Please? Yes. Yes, you two fight, and then I will clean. This is a perfect plan. Everybody's getting in on this. Ah! Bye. Let's see if I can steal this final. Oh, nice. The final kill is mine. I did not mean to do that. Y'all, I mean, I meant to do that. That was a perfectly planned maneuver. Okay. But it's ridiculous. I'm trying to think of other examples. He just finds so much stuff on the side of the road. So, okay. He has a garage where he literally puts in, like, he loads in all the stuff he finds on the side of the road. Some of it he can fix up. Some of it he uses in his own house. Some of it he sells. So, what happened was, college was starting up for me. I think it was the second semester at this point. And I was like $4 grand short of actually having enough money to start the semester. So we were kind of screwed. So he opens up the garage, and I introduce him to an app called Let Go, and he goes nuts and sells like half of the stuff from his garage and gets the $4,000 required, and just like gives it to me. And I'm like, what? Like, it's just the best. Like, oh man. If he's watching this video right now, he's probably just like, yup. So I guess to drive the idea home of like half of my belongings being from the side of the road, when I went to this apartment, again, not furnished, no equipment, nothing. So what I ended up bringing on his behalf, or what he brought on my behalf, was a vacuum cleaner, some mops, an air conditioning unit from the side of the road, a kitchen table with like 4 chairs. It's crazy, man. And the car that he actually bought and intends for me to use once I get my license is also one of those, I mean, it's pretty common to find a car on the side of the road for sale, so, you know, that's not too crazy. Funny enough, that's one of the things he got screwed on. was the car, because it was a super good price. It was like, I think like 3 grand, 2 grand, 2 grand for like an old Honda Accord. And problem is, the thing had like 100 issues with it, so he's probably dumped in like just as much, probably double what he intended on this car. That maneuver though, what? That was freaking cool. He tried to freaking fireball jump, and I just like hit him out of the way, and I used his TNT to... Oh, wait, not fireball jump. You know what I mean. That was freaking cool. Oh, boy. Anyway. I don't even know what I was saying. That was just ridiculous. Hi. You just look mind blown right there. Yeah. I don't know either. That kind of happened by accident. I just wanted to make it so that you don't fireball jump, but that worked out really perfectly. Yeah, my dad's a cool guy. ThirtyVirus is what a lot of the subscribers affectionately call him on live streams and stuff. It's pretty funny. He actually pops in and records videos every now and then. Or not records videos. He comments on videos every now and then. And I'll like reply. His name is Michael Calabrese. You can, it's so easy to find because he's one of those accounts that doesn't have a profile pic and it's just like, hi son. Or he calls me B, so it's like, hi B. It's pretty cool. So if you ever see him in a video, give him a thumbs up on his comment and just tell him he's awesome, because he is. There's just so many funny stories of my dad. I might as well just keep talking about him, because there's some other things that I'm not so fond of him doing. Like, for example, he puts himself at risk way too often. Like, he's done things in front of me that it's like, really? Did you just do that? So what was happening was we were selling our old couch to our neighbor. And what ended up happening was we needed to make sure that it didn't fall apart, because it was one of those with like mechanics holding everything together. So like it's one of those where you press the button and then the actual seat like goes out and you can like lean your feet on it and whatever. Well, to hold all that metal and wires and whatnot in, we had to use rope. We carry it over to the new place and we plop it down, and my dad pulls out a pocket knife, as you would expect, right? To break the, or to cut the wires, or to cut the bungee cord, so that we can actually, or the rope. It was rope, I think. Yeah. So he cuts the rope, but then he breaks one of the like main scouting rules. How did you get here so fast? No. Get out of here, dude. He breaks one of like the biggest rules in scouting, and he cuts towards himself instead of away. And so when the rope broke, he cut his shin really badly. And he was literally like bleeding all over the place. And it's like, why would you do that? And then we had to, he didn't go to the hospital, of course. He just kind of was like, taped it up and kept going throughout his day. I worry for him sometimes with that craziness. I don't know. Sometimes doesn't think things through, but that's just my dad. Let's get some blocks so we can actually go somewhere and do stuff. You're not going for me, are you? You're going for your base, which is very far away. Yeah, this guy's dead. He's the last person. I didn't even realize that until now. Unless he has Abby, in which case I'm gonna have to kill him a few times. Do I bother spending these diamonds? Nah. I don't need no diamonds. What are you doing? Also, did that block just not place? Oh, good. Hi. You think you can stop me with blocks? You be quiet, crab, bruh. I was expecting him to camp the edge, but he wasn't. He must have something very valuable in his inventory there. Otherwise, he wouldn't be running like this. You better have a plan, buddy. Yeah, let's just That did not work. You can't fireball jump on your... No! Get out of there. Got him. You can't really fireball jump when you're blind. That doesn't work like that. You have diamond armor. Jesus. GG. That was it for this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like down below, comment, put on the notification bell, and share. Do people do that nowadays? Share the video? Facebook? Nah, no one cares about Facebook. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to click on the one in the top right. In that video, I never mind, I'm always unnicked. Hoy. But I told people I wasn't nicked. I said I was ThirtyVirus, the YouTuber who never nicks, and everybody went crazy and targeted me. And basically what you're seeing in the chat right now, except in the game. It wasn't fun.